Hello and welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
I'm Rainbow.
And thanks for coming back to join us for the second part of our Stories and Fables unit. We're still reading the rather sad story of little孟and his mother, who is, sad to say, still sick, really sick.
Oh, that's right, Mike. So she's in bed at home, and since they're a poor family, her son孟doesn't have much money to bring her to a doctor. They might not even be able to find a good doctor since they live far out in the countryside, away from a big town or city.
When孟was taking care of his mother, he wanted to find anything that would help her start to feel better. And she suggested that maybe a bowl of bamboo shoot soup would do the trick. It was a bit of a long shot, but since he was desperate to help her,孟decided that he had to go out and find some bamboo shoots so that he can make her some of this bamboo shoot soup. Who knows? It might even work.
We hope so, but we're not sure because that's where we left our story at the end of part 1. So we hope that things will get better in today's part 2, but first we need to look at all of today's new vocabulary, and we'll do that right now. 今天的文章继续来看孟与妈妈的故事，不知道妈妈的病好一些了吗？我们先来看几个单字。第一个 season 季节是个名词 in season 可以用来形容指当季的 in season。比方说 fruit is best eaten in season. Fruit is best eaten in season. 当季的水果最好吃。第二个单字 forest 森林是个名词。Bradley got lost in the forest.Bradley got lost in the forest. Bradley 在森林里面迷路了。第三个单字 trouble 是烦恼，在这边是一个动词。Sorry to trouble you, but I need your help. Sorry to trouble you, but I need your help. 不好意思造成你的困扰，不过我真的非常需要你的帮忙。最后一个单字 hard 坚硬的是个形容词。The chair was hard and uncomfortable. The chair was hard and uncomfortable. 椅子又硬又不舒服。好了，我们现在看完单字例句，一起来到课文。
Winter wasn't the season for bamboo shoots. Mengzong knew that, but he didn't lose hope. Then he left Mother with a neighbor and went to the bamboo forest.He found no new shoots there. He knew that Mother would die without the soup. That troubled Mengzong, so he sat down on the cold, hard ground and cried.
Explanation
1Okay, so the story of孟and his sick mother continues in part 2 of Winter Bamboo.
As we begin reading today, it looks like, Mengzong did not have any success finding the bamboo shoots for Mother's soup. Well, at least not right away, and there's a good reason for that. The first sentence says, Winter wasn't the season for bamboo shoots. So that's right.This story takes place long before supermarkets or anything like that. If the farmers weren't growing certain foods back then, you just wouldn't be able to eat them. You'd have to wait for the season. They didn't have airplanes and all the other things that allow us to enjoy almost any fruit or vegetable at any time of year.
That's a good point, but this is the world that孟lives in. And so this wasn't a big surprise or a big shock to him. It's just the way life was back then. So next we read,孟knew that, but he didn't lose hope. He'll keep trying and, as we said earlier, keep hoping for a miracle to happen. He feels that he still has to look for the bamboo shoots that Mother needs.So
what did he do? Well, the story says, then he left Mother with a neighbor and went to the bamboo forest. So the neighbor will look after mother, and this will allow Mengzong to go off and search for some bamboo without worrying about her too much. Now let's pause here so that Daphne can tell us all about today's first grammar point.
大家好，我是 Daphne。今天的第一则文法是 A leaves 名词加 with B， 意思是 A 将点点点留给 B 照顾看顾。Leave 是及物动词，意思是留下，三态是 leave left left。With 是介系词，意思是在点点点身边。例如 Donovan left his dog with his neighbor for 3 days. Donovan 把狗留给邻居照顾3天。
Mengzong has left his sick mother with a neighbor so that he can go to the forest to search for some bamboo shoots for a soup for his mother. He's going to need to be lucky since it's winter and bamboo normally doesn't grow during these cold months. So let's read on to see how he does. The next sentence in our article tells us he found no new shoots there. So the forest had no bamboo growing in it. Mengzong expected that, but still, he must feel sad and disappointed.
Oh, absolutely. And it seems like he's starting to lose hope. Next, we read, he knew that mother would die without the soup. Without any medicine or a doctor, the soup was his best hope of nursing mother back to good health.
And this all brings little Mengzong to a very low point. He is basically feeling totally hopeless right now.
So sad.
As we reach the break, we read, that troubled Mengzong. So he sat down on the cold, hard ground and cried. Oh, wow, what a sad image. This little boy just sitting there in the cold forest crying because he can't do anything to help make his sick mother become healthy again. Oof. Let's take a break here, but before we do that, we'll check out our second grammar point of the day.
第二则文法是 sit down， 意思是坐下。Sit 是不及物动词，意思是坐，三态是 sit set set。Down 是副词，意思是往下。Sit down 就是坐下，相对说法是 stand up 起立。例如 The class leader said stand up, bow, sit down。班长说起立、敬礼、坐下。
Okay, well, it's time for a break. I don't know about you, but I think I need one. This story is getting pretty sad, so we'll just have to hope that things will start to look better for Mengzong and Mother when we come back. They really can't get much worse at this point. We'll see you soon.
He did that day after day because Mother kept getting worse. He didn't know it, but the bamboo god was watching. He felt Mengzong's love for his mother. Explanation 2.
Welcome back, everyone. Mengzong is sitting on the ground in the cold forest, crying because he can't find any bamboo shoots for the soup he wants to feed to his sick mother. Without this soup, he's afraid that mother will die. Well, with that, let's read on to find out what happens next, and I hope it's something good.
Okay, the next sentence tells us
Yeah.
he did that day after day because mother kept getting worse. So I guess that Mengzong would return to the village to see mother every evening, but since she wasn't getting better on her own each morning, he would go back to a different part of the forest to look for the bamboo that she needs.
And at the end of each day, after not finding the bamboo again, he would probably cry more and more because he just wasn't having any luck.
So sad.
But, he also didn't quit. Well, you know what? We won't quit with our story either. At least not until we find out what happens. And so let's get Daphne to come back one last time today so that she can explain the third and final grammar point to us.
第三则文法是 day after day， 意思是日复一日。Day 是时间名词，
意思是日子。After 是介系词，意思是接在点点点之后。Day after day 就是一日接着一日，用以表示持续的时间。类似用法还有 week after week， 过了一周又一周。Year after year， 年复一年。例如 The rain ruined our vacation day after day， 雨日复一日，搞砸我们的假期。
So Mengzeng was searching and searching through the forest, looking for the bamboo for his mother. But he was also crying because since it's winter, he can't find any bamboo. And he was afraid that his mother would die. He must have felt so alone and helpless. Except, as we read on, he actually wasn't alone this whole time. Someone very special was watching him and taking notes. As we reach the end of today's part of our story, we read, he didn't know it, but the bamboo god was watching.
What?
Wow.
Who's that?
His search for bamboo has gotten the attention of the gods. And for his situation, for his problem right now, the perfect God. I didn't even know that there was a bamboo god.
Oh, apparently there is.
Yeah.
And this God was very kind. And he was also able to see that Mengzong was searching for the bamboo for a special reason. 在这边加一个补充单词 God 就是神的意思。Okay, so the final sentence talks about what the bamboo god had noticed. It says he felt Mengzong's love for his mother. Oh, the god knew that Mengzong wasn't looking for the bamboo just for a simple bowl of soup to eat for a snack or for himself. He was looking for it to make soup to save his mother's life.
That's right, and let's hope that the bamboo god will help Mengzeng to find the bamboo that he needs to help Mother get better. We certainly hope so. But, since we're all out of time for today, we'll just have to come back and do that tomorrow. We hope that you can all join us for part 3 of Winter Bamboo. Until then, be well and bye-bye.
Winter bamboo. Winter wasn't the season for bamboo shoots. Mengzong knew that, but he didn't lose hope. Then he left Mother with a neighbor and went to the bamboo forest. He found no new shoots there. He knew that Mother would die without the soup. That troubled Mengzong, so he sat down on the cold, hard ground and cried. He did that day after day because Mother kept getting worse. He didn't know it, but the bamboo god was watching. He felt Mengzong's love for his mother.
各位同学们大家好，我是季安老师。我们今天带大家看一下照片描述题常见句型当中的这个 there is, there are， 然后后面加上一个名词。 there is, there are 它的意思就是有嘛，所以呢你在看图片的时候，图片有什么，那就有就有，没有就没有，就是这样。我们听到这种 there is, there are 这种题目的时候，它最常的就是呢，它会用一些类似的发音，就是图片当中，比如说这边有一个这个东西叫什么灯塔 lighthouse， 然后它可能就会弄一个什么什么 house， 让你觉得说我好像可以选这个，或者是一个 light 什么什么东西的，让你来混淆。 Alright， 所以这边这个主体是灯塔，对不对？那旁边有一个房子啦，那旁边怎么说，对不对？这个些都是你在看图的时候呢，可以先去准备起来，然后审题的时候就是要做这件事情。然后一个图片的前景后景有什么，这些都要先准备好。OK， 不过我们今天的 focus 就是在 there is, there are 的这个句型哦，所以呢，你们等一下就注意听一下有没有这个句型咯。来，开始咯。
A. There is a lighthouse next to a house. B. There is a boat on the river. C. There are buildings in front of the lighthouse. D. There are no rocks in the river.
Alright， 所以刚刚这样讲完提示完之后，应该就很快就选出来了哈。来，我们再听一次。
A. There is a lighthouse next to a house.
There is a lighthouse next to a house 所以答案是这个正解。再来
B. There is a boat on the river.
There is a boat on the river. There is a boat 有船吗 ？OK 没有船那就不用去管，不用去理会旁边真的是有 river 这件事情了。
C. There are buildings in front of the lighthouse.
There are buildings in front of the lighthouse 在灯塔前面呢有一些建筑物并没有，对不对？没有就没有。
D. There are no rocks in the river.
There are no rocks in the river. OK， 明明就有很多 rock， 对不对？这个都是 rock 嘛，对不对？所以答案呢就很清楚了，答案就是 A 选项。There is a lighthouse next to a house. Alright， 我们再看下一题。
A. The road is very busy. B. There is a water park in the neighborhood. C. There are many parks in the area. D. Many houses have swimming pools.
到底是哪一个呢？我们再听一次。
A. The road is very busy. B. There is a water park in the neighborhood. C. There are many parks in the area. D. Many houses have swimming pools.
Alright， 这个答案呢是第四个。好，我们再听一次。
A. The road is very busy.
The road is very busy 这个交通非常的繁忙这边我们看到呢，就是有类似像高速公路有公路了但是呢上面没有非常的 busy， 对不对？所以这个就不能选咯。
B. There is a water park in the neighborhood.
There's a water park in the neighborhood. 在这边呢有一个 water park 就是水上乐园但是并没有嘛
C. There are many parks in the area.
Many parks in the area. 这边没有很多公园看起来这就是一个住宅区，感觉是豪宅的住宅区，对不对？每一个家前面呢都有一个自己的 driveway， 然后呢后面都还有什么游泳池，对不对？
D. Many houses have swimming pools.
所以答案就这个了Many houses have swimming pools. 有很多的房子呢他们自己都有 swimming pool。 OK， 好，所以呢这边就是 there is there are， 有就有，没有就没有，但是呢在看题目的时候记得要把那个细节把它给看清楚。好，以上就是我们今天的课程内容，我们下部影片见，拜拜。
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny， 又到我们1分钟的单元喽。那我们今天用1分钟的时间来复习4个单字，同学们您都准备好了没？1分钟计时开始。第一个单字呢是季节，像春夏秋冬这些季节要怎么说呢？叫做 season。那这个字也可以表达像我们美剧啊、日剧什么追剧的时候，不是会说一季一季的吗？那个季也叫做 season。OK，Autumn is my favorite season。秋天是我最喜爱的季节。第二单字呢是森林，森林怎么说？叫做 forest。They saw a cabin while walking through the forest。当他们穿越森林的时候，有看见一间小木屋。第三个单字它有麻烦的意思，那可以当动词来表达使什么麻烦、苦恼。它也有那种表达打扰意思，就会跟 bother 意思很相近。这个字叫做 trouble。Their son's bad behavior troubled them。儿子的不良行为让他们很烦恼，烦着他们。好，第四个单字呢，它可以当形容词来形容是坚硬的、硬的、顶扣扣的。这个字叫做 hard。The cookies are as hard as rocks。饼干跟石头一样硬，顶扣扣。好，太好啦！我们在1分钟之内就刚刚好复习完4个单字咯。同学表现很棒，那还是要多多复习才不容易忘记哦。我们下次见，拜拜。See you next time.